Hello, welcome to today's video. Today's video is how to get a firmer butt. This is more applicable to my female clients that I train. They are the ones that are generally more focused on having a more toned bottom. How do I get a more toned butt? This is one of my pet hates in the fitness industry is you get these very young kind of fitness models going, or celebrities going, do this workout and you'll have a butt like me. You have a backside like me. But they're young, and young people just are generally in fairly good shape anyway. The trick is, how do you get a good butt as you get older, when everything stops being naturally kind of toned? Work glute maximus and glute medius. They are the two major muscles within the backside. Glute maximus is the largest muscle in the backside. You want to be doing things like squats, you want to be doing things like glute bridges, and basically any exercise that targets the backside muscle. If you want to get a firm, so there's two ways of doing this. If you want to get a firmer butt but not a bigger butt, then if you do circuit training, cardio style workouts where you're doing some resistance work at the same time, sorry, my phone had a notification on it. So yeah, if you, for example, did circuit training style work where you're doing some resistance work, you're doing a lot of cardio or even running, you can get a fantastic butt from running. But you'll need to target your diet so that you start stripping away the body fat to reveal a nice toned muscular bottom, if that's what you're looking for. If you want to get a bigger butt, then you need to bodybuild that butt using a model called hypertrophy training, which is where you're lifting a weight 8 to 12 reps, where it's the heaviest weight you can possibly do, where you hit failure on the 12th rep, and you do that for minimum 3 sets. 8 to 12 reps for 3 sets, and then pick another exercise. So you could do that for glute maximus, and then find another exercise to target glute medius, where you do 8 to 12 reps of the toughest, the heaviest weight you can do until you hit failure on that 12th rep. Do that for 3 sets. And then you have successfully targeted the glutes in a bodybuilding format where you're looking to get a bigger, stronger bottom. So if you don't want a bigger, stronger bottom, you just want a firmer bottom, then just do circuit training style work, do running work, basically just be physically active, but really focus on your diet to strip away the body fat. Because that's why diet is so important with fitness, because you can do all the fitness in the world, but you cannot train away a bad diet. If you have a bad diet, I know many people that are phenomenally fit, like really, really fit people that were in the Marines that can run 30 miles, so very fit people, but they always had excess body weight because their diets were terrible and they didn't care. So target your diet to reveal the muscular definition of all the work, the hard work that you're doing in a gym. People hate it when I say this because they don't believe it, but if you're in the fitness world, then you will believe it. 70% of a physique, possibly 80% of a physique, is made in the kitchen, not in the gym. So if you think about a great physique that you see, 20 to 30% of that physique is in the gym. The rest of it is in the kitchen and the meal choices that you are making. Which kind of makes sense because you're not in the gym for that long in terms of hours per day, but the amount of hours per day you think about food and preparing food and the amount of meals you have per day and things like that, it kind of makes sense if you think about it. So yeah, how to get a firmer butt, do exercise, target glute maximus, target glute medius, which is the two major muscles in the backside. You can do that through squat work, glute bridges, etc. If you go online, there'll be so many exercises that you can do for glutes to get a firmer butt. But whilst you're at the process of getting a firmer butt, why not do an all-round fitness program where you get a firmer everything? You kind of target everything, and then you won't just have a nice backside, but you have a nice everything else. Hope that has helped some people who are wondering, how do I get a firmer butt? So what a lot of people don't like is the cellulite. So when you're getting ready for your summer holidays and you put on your swimming gear, especially for women when they put swimming costumes because they're more revealing, and you see kind of cellulite, that's just fat. Cellulite is stored dry in the body and it's very bumpy. So at the physio clinic where I used to work, we had two models. One of them was 10 pounds of fat and then 10 pounds of muscle. And the 10 pounds of muscle was very small. So it's about in this proportion. So this was the fat and it was all bobbly and wobbly. And the muscle spindle was all tight and just, it was a nice, beautiful muscle spindle. Same weight, two different things. The fat, which is stored dry in the body, is all bumpy and cellulite-y. Or it's stored drier, not completely dry, like you can snap it, but like, yeah, hope that makes sense. So that's why you get the bumpy look from cellulite, because cellulite is the kind of the bumps underneath the skin from the fat. So if you get rid of the fat so that you've got less fat over that nice tight muscle spindle, then you're not going to have that bumpy look, which is the cellulite on the backside. So target your diet hard and focus on toning exercises, and then you will get your beach fit, toned butt in no time at all. With a good exercise program and good clean diet, you can get pretty dramatic results within 8 to 10 weeks if you really target it before holidays. You don't need to train like a whole for a really long time. It depends what your goals are, really. The best way I can describe that is Daniel Craig. Is it Daniel Craig that played the James Bond character? Anyway, there's a very famous scene where he comes out of the water during the movie to reveal his massive chest and his rippling six-pack. So for his scene of coming out of the water, they periodized his fitness program up to the day he did that photo shoot, and that was about 6 months. He was in reasonable shape before the film, but nothing like the shape he was when he revealed his torso. So people ask often, how long will it take me? Well, it took someone who knows about fitness, and he yo-yos where he's generally in good shape. But yeah, it took him 6 months anyway. To cut a long story short, it took him 6 months to get in fantastic shape. 6 months, you can do amazing things. I also saw a TV program. There was a lady who decided she was going to transform her life, and in 1 year's time, so 12 months to the day, she was going to enter a female bodybuilding competition, and her aim was to rank somewhere. She knew she wouldn't be first, or she didn't think she'd be first, but she just wanted to be ranked somewhere to show that, you know, she had actually achieved something. And within 1 year, she was just a standard person, had never really done exercise before, but just got into her head, right, I'm gonna go fitness crazy. And she did it. And she came out on stage and showed her physique that she had gained in a year. And it was absolutely incredible. And she was about, I think, 70 years old. It's amazing what the mind can do, what the body can do when you put the mind into gear. And a great example of that is I trained a guy who we managed to lose 10 kilos of weight very quickly, because he was just so focused on diet, exercise, and doing absolutely everything right. The problem is most people don't want to do everything right. They just want to do things half-ass, and they'll just go, you know, I'll eat that pack of crisps and I'll have a bit of a cheat day. Bella, come up. Come up. Yeah, so I might have a bit of a cheat day here and there. Depends how focused you are and how hard you're going to work in order to get your results. In terms of how many workouts do you need to do per week, I would suggest doing, if you're really hitting it hard, 3 to 4 workouts per week is more than enough to get some fantastic results. So if you're prepping, planning, and thinking about getting beach fit, butt fit for your holiday, 3 to 6 months. Start thinking about that. If you've left it 2 weeks before your holiday, then you've probably left it too late. Hope you found this video useful. Please like, subscribe, or leave a comment, and feel free to look at some of our other videos. Thank you for listening.